Hey, how's it going? I'm going to do, I'm going to shave some or grate some watercolor pencils on this hot press paper by Sophie's Art Supplies, mixed media, 30 sheets, 140-pound hot press paper. Now, it doesn't say watercolor paper, but we assume it is because you can use watercolor with it. And this is 5.5 by 8.5. So what I did was I took one sheet of this paper and cut it down to these two. And I don't have a spare sheet. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. All right, let me put this away. Okay, so I'm going to use this. And I have a little water bottle here. And I'm going to try Staedtler. I have the tin for the Staedtler ones. 12 Aquarel watercolor pencils. And earlier I was looking for the 24 set or the larger set that I have. I cannot find it. It could be down here. It's not upstairs. I did an exhaustive search and I found watercolor paints by Prang, and I found my tin of excuse me, Marvy watercolor markers. I didn't even know at the time they were watercolor markers, and I was talking about these maybe when I did the Amazon haul and I talked about these markers, that this is what I remember of them, how they, let me show the gray one, how they look. And I was like, oh, here are my Marvy markers. Of course they are completely dried out. Well, maybe completely dried out. That's what I got out of it. Right there. So I thought, ooh, watercolor markers. Maybe I'll just add some water to them. Maybe I can resurrect them. Who knows? But tonight I just want to grate these watercolor pencils by Staedtler. And I'm using, sketch them out here, blue. What is that? Oh, dark mauve. Although I must say no, that is not dark mauve. And light blue. I don't even think it's mauve. But who knows? Maybe on the paper it'll look different after it's been graded onto the paper. And then Koh-I-Noor. I'm going to do the Koh-I-Noor one. And I'm going to do Prussian blue, cobalt blue, light violet, and violet. So I thought that's what they look like. At least to show you on paper, on this paper actually, a spare piece. Okay, so let me get started so this isn't so it doesn't go too long. I wish this had the violet. That's why I was looking for the larger set. Also, I think that I'm going to fly through the tips of these because they're smaller. They're a little bit smaller than the Koh-I-Noor one. Koh-I-Noor one looks much bigger. Look at that. And then we have this tip. Wow. Okay, these. Okay, we're doing this one. So I just want to I'm looking to see if I have anything. Color the wire mesh. You see anything? Am I losing my mind? I don't see anything. Well, I could be losing my mind. And you know the semester has started, so yep, I could definitely be losing my mind. Ooh, what a nice sound, huh? I'll try and lower the volume. Okay, I do see some. I see some there. I roll these out of the way. Makes a nice color on the wire mesh. I will try to lower the volume of the scraping sound here for you. I really cannot. I can see a little bit of it, but I can't see a whole lot of it, especially with the mesh over the paper. That's why I keep pulling it away to look. Now see? So this needs sharpened. Okay, so I had a little problem with the other sharpener. It broke the tip. Now that could be, you know, you can't really, there's a cap on here, so you can't see if this is straight up and down, if it's centered. Like I said, I'm gonna say it's not centered because the tip keeps breaking. That's disturbing. Oh, let me see. Now you might be thinking, well, you're using that mesh, but as you know, what I have on here now, the tip didn't break at all. Put a little up there. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. I'm almost afraid to sharpen that again. I'm not going to sharpen this anymore. But we'll do the light. I think I just heard a cat. Thinking maybe I should get that one out of the way. So, ooh, I can see the pink and blue there. I'm sorry, the mauve, the dark mauve, and the light blue turning purple. I'm checking the tip here to see. And I'm just, you know, putting basically the watercolor pencil powder on, and I can already see a purple tint. I was thinking this sounds very loud to me because, wow, I was looking at the tip there. Because it's right here. I mean, I'm right here with it, but the microphone is there. Way up there. Okay, this is the blue, just plain blue. Also, I don't know if I'm going to put a lot of the blue on here because it's kind of a dark blue. So I was thinking, if you've never... Oh, look at that. That's a lot. If you've never done this before, you take a wire mesh of some sort. I used to use a tea strainer, one of the wire mesh tea strainer, but that was kind of hard to hold, and it actually hurt my hand to hold it. On my fingers, I think it was. Okay. So we'll put those aside. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see the ridges on the tip there? Just a little bit on the tip. It looks really cool. It's the little things. Okay, now I want to do both of these. Oh, I want to do the light violet first. These seem a little bit softer. Stay. Maybe not. So if it's softer, then it might wear down faster. I was thinking because the tip is bigger. The core is bigger. Let's see. I can see it underneath. Okay, let me sharpen that. Testing the stability of this core. Where do I want to put it? A little bit here. A little bit there. Some on the corner. Up here on the side. On the side. At the top, I mean. The reason I'm doing more with trying to put more of the pink in here, or the light violet, is because it's a lighter color. It's more, I would say, like a pink or a magenta color. Light violet, isn't that basically what I'm sorry, what magenta is? It's a light violet. Well, I couldn't get that word out. Magenta. Now, I have no idea what... That's way darker, though, on that paper than on the Staedtler one. Way darker. I have no idea how this is going to look. I don't think I've ever done the Koh-I-Noor ones. I might have graded the Staedtler ones a long time ago. I'll have to go back into my list and into my crafting list to see if I did the Staedtler ones, like the bigger set maybe. This is the violet. And then Prussian blue. I think I'm not over the paper. Wow. Who knows what that's going to look like? Okay, there's a lot of Prussian purple, blue. So let me see if I can. And some of this is going to blow off when I spray it with the water, so I'm going to try and do that from maybe 6 or more inches away from the paper. I really don't measure it, so I need to add way more color to this one. Look at this. Look at that. Do some blue. This is definitely a harder core. I can hear it, you know. I can feel it. Oh, do I hear Apollo next door? I hear the dog next door. Wait, soon to be dogs. I got my subscribe and save packages today, and the delivery guy, the Amazon guy, rung the doorbell, and that set the dogs off, so they wanted me to know that somebody was at the door. I don't know if you can hear that barking or not. I'm hoping the neighbors are coming home and that's why they're barking. I really want to see more of this. All right, now we're getting some color, more color on there. I want to see more of this color, I think, on the paper. See? Maybe too much. Ah. Okay, we're gonna run that down. Now we're gonna spray. Then we move this one aside and do this one first. And I'm gonna do it from this way so I'm not getting it on there. Oh, look at that. Cool. Of course it is going to buckle. I don't think there's any thickness of paper that's not going to buckle when you hit it with water. That's cool. Look at that. I hit it enough there. I'm looking at the overhead view. I don't see the overhead view. You guys, my viewers, see the overhead view. And I just have the field monitor and the screen panel to notice, am I missing anything? Am I... Well, I know I'm not sopping it up like I should be. And I'm using the silicone mat so that I don't get this stuff on my cutting mat, because what I talked about last week, I think, I absolutely could not see the blue even on the white lines of the cutting mat, which I thought was really strange. And we have to let that let that kind of dry a little. It looks really cool from my perspective. It looks really cool. Okay, now we're going to try this one. Try not to... Get that. I'm going to use this. This is the baby wipe that I pulled out earlier to try and clean the mesh off, and then realized don't clean it off with that because you'll never get it dried. Okay, we have that over there. I don't know why I'm drying it right, because I'm just gonna get it wet. Okay, so this one I'm gonna put out almost out of range there. And now this one looks like it's buckling, inverted buckling here. Now why isn't that buckling? It's not buckling. Whoa. Look at the coming off the paper. Like it's almost like I'm doing a seesaw thing, but I'm not. Okay. Okay, it is now buckling. But it was not buckling right away like that one. Interesting. Same paper. I thought about doing this also on the Oat Art Studio, but I thought, no, I mean, I'm going to spend a little bit, probably more time than I want to spend on this by doing two, but you know, my mind was do two. You want to do two. Let's try this. There we go. And then this one also, I've noticed. Okay. So, that looks cool. I can see, I guess that's the light violet, aka magenta. And then this one for the edges. Because it is going downward there. That looks kind of cool. If we just get them to straighten out once they dry. So this one I hit it with water, the Koh-I-Noor one. It didn't buckle right away like this one did. This one clearly looks like I don't have as much on there as I put on this one, but it has to do with, I think I put as much color on here. I even went back and put some more on, you know, and I think just these have a lighter, no, look at them. Except for the blue. The dark mauve and the light blue are very light in color. But that has its own really cool design to it. See if I can try to get it without too much glare from the light panels. That is really cool. And this one, has it more in the middle there. That's so cool. Oh, I'm looking at, look at the grains, the watercolor pencil grains, I guess. You can really see that, especially in the middle. It's really cool looking because I can see all of the colors in there. Little dots, little tiny dots. Maybe I should hit it more with water. Sure. Just a little bit there in the middle. Cool. Should I have tried the Oat Art Studio? You know, that's a different kind of paper. It has a texture to it. Maybe the next time I do a crafting video. Oh, I do want to try another set of watercolor pencils, and I think it was the South Sun one. So I might try that one on the Oat Art Studio. And maybe off camera I might try these colors, Koh-I-Noor and Staedtler, with the Haute Art Studio and see what kind of effect it's going to have. And you know, I haven't really tried yet watercolor markers and sea salt on this paper. So I have that one to do as well. Okay, this is what they look like dry. They look about the same dry as wet, although you don't see any kind of glare from the light panels. So that's how you know they're dry. It's not, you know, it's not a wow factor for me. I was hoping for something more stunning, I guess. I don't know. And while they were drying, I took out the Haute Art Studio paper and I put all of the colors on and did this one, and this one is also dry. So this one, that looks cool, but again, there's no stunning effect. There's like a lightness here, of course, but I'm just gonna say meh. I don't know. There you have it. I guess maybe I want to try the South Sun watercolor pencils. I don't think I've done those before, so I might give them a whirl and see how they do on the paper. And maybe I'll do Haute Art Studio and Sophie's Art Supplies or something, or maybe just Haute Art Studio and something maybe a little bigger, slightly bigger, maybe like this. You know, like this. That'll work. I'll try that in a couple of weeks. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a creative day. Bye.